Hey everyone, it's your first time here. Thank you. I greatly appreciate you checking out the video. Welcome back, especially to all my subscribers. I greatly appreciate you. If you're not subscribed, please consider checking out some of my videos, and if you like it, go ahead and subscribe. If you don't like it, leave me a comment, or leave me a comment for whatever reason you want to. I'd greatly appreciate it. So today I wanted to go over a few things. One is some amazing things that have happened this week and just fantastically great. Two, today's my birthday. So happy birthday to me. It's been a really busy weekend, that's for sure. But another thing I wanted to touch on real quick first though is my weight. So last Friday I weighed in at 356 or something. And then I had my AFib incident and I ate, as well nutrition wise and as much as I could pack in both Sunday and Monday. So I ate pretty reasonable. I didn't eat a whole lot, but my weight went up to 359 and I stayed there all week long. This Friday, again, I was at 359. Saturday I was at 359. So I'm not worried about that. Wasn't worried about that. Whenever you lose a large amount of weight, your body's going to say, hold on, let's slow things down. And it'll do whatever it needs to slow it down. Whether it gives you a little less energy, you sleep a little more, your heart rate slows down some, which my lowest heart rate was down to like 58 or maybe 56. Can't remember, the mid 50s for a heart rate, which for an obese guy my age with my conditions, that's, I think, pretty good. I don't know. What do you think? Is that too low? Is that too high? As of today, a couple times I checked, it was right in the low 70s. So either way. However, let's get to some of the amazing things. Last week, I noticed a hint of a smell of a skunk. You're probably thinking, what does that have to do with anything? Well, after COVID, I had COVID, I lost the ability to smell a lot of things. And a skunk was one of those. It fell right in line with a lot of things, all smelled very similar to me. And it didn't smell bad, just smelled similar. And I can't even explain it. I don't know. Has anybody else had a COVID experience like that? Let me know if you have. But anyways, so this scent of a skunk was actually, oh wow, I can kind of smell that. And then, actually, I guess it started last Saturday. We were at the races as well. Or maybe it's been a little bit over a week. Doesn't matter, does it? But at the races, I smelled a hint of race fuel, which, again, I've not been able to smell at all. Like nothing there. And I used to always love the smell of Turbo Blue or, VP. But I couldn't smell it anymore. And I was always kind of bummed at that. Now, I didn't smell a lot, but I got to smell a hint of it. And I was like, aha, that's cool. Then, what night was it that the Aurora thing was happening? That day, while driving home, I had the windows down and I smelled fresh cut hay. That was another thing that I had not smelled in 3 years. And I don't know about you, but the smell of fresh cut alfalfa is really good. It smells really good. And I hadn't smelled that. And I've really missed those things. I also was able to smell the sweetness of a freshly harvested cornfield. And then when we went out taking pictures of auroras, I found this nice little pasture area that we went to, and I could smell the grasses. I could smell the dew almost that was collecting, things that I had not smelled in 3 years, which was amazing, just absolutely phenomenal. And I couldn't believe that I was actually able to do that. I was very happy, needless to say. So with that, I know a lot of people are leaving comments that I shouldn't be fasting. I'm going to gain all my weight back, that it's going to give me a heart attack, that all these things are possibilities. And here's the thing though, is I'm not fasting just for my weight. I'm fasting for my health. And there's a bit more out there than just weight loss. And I have to take care of my health. My liver needs cleaned out from a very, very toxic lifestyle. So it's not just weight loss. I am addressing other issues. Beneficially, the weight is coming off right now as well. So that's fantastic. But my goal is to build up into a very long extended fast to clean out things that need to be taken care of. And as far as I know, this is the only way to do it. So that's one of the reasons. I do appreciate, and you may be right, I may gain some of the weight back, but I have to get the weight off, and I have to try to heal my body the best I can. So with that, I am going to continue fasting, and I am going to work up to a much longer fast. Right now, I think I'm on, well, let me find my phone here, and I'll just pull this up for you guys. If I can operate my phone, it'd be fantastic, right? So right now, I'm at 81 hours. Let's put that up there, hide my face, see if it clicks onto it. Maybe, maybe not. And then I didn't start using this app until after I'd already been fasting like OMAD and stuff for, probably 2 weeks. And then I started using this app. But just to give you an idea of my past week, that's it. I ended up on Thursday breaking it just for a lunch with my boss because he told me I had to, because it was his favorite place, or his wife's favorite place. It was this barbecue place, and it was really good. But I had 2 slices of brisket, 3 about 1-inch chunks of the sausage. They had some coleslaw on it, so about a bite of 2 or coleslaw, or a couple spoonfuls of coleslaw, and 2 pieces of bacon, and about 2 or 3 spoonfuls of cottage cheese. And that's all I could muster. That was it. I couldn't eat anymore. I didn't want to necessarily break my fast then, because I wanted to go until today, and then that way I'd have a solid 5+ day fast. But hey, that's the one beautiful thing about fasting, is it doesn't have to be on too strict guidelines. I do know that for much extended fasts, your refeeding is very important, which I already have bone broth in the freezer, some in the fridge. I try to make sure that we always have 1 or 2 avocados around, and sauerkraut, as well as kimchi. If you want to know more about sauerkraut and kimchi, leave a comment below about it and ask, and I may make a video on those, of why those are so important to me when I go to break my fast. But anyways, what else is going on? Just very, very busy. So, but I had the energy to do it. Today I walked, let's pull that up real quick. So again, no food since Thursday, and only that little amount that I had added, and hadn't eaten for, well, I think I broke the fast at 69 hours. I like that number. But today, 5,700 steps so far. It is the end of the night. There won't be much added to that other than going up a couple flights of stairs. But not bad. Not bad. I was able to walk more than what I usually do. And especially for being in such a fasted state, I'm not withering away. I'm still able to do things. Update though on exercises. Hopefully this week I'm going to start working on the back. I don't know how much we're going to go into that, or how in depth. most people don't understand what it takes to exercise in an obese state, especially one sedentary and that has some issues, especially the issues I have. So it's not going to be intense working out. It is going to be mainly just mobility, motion, stretching, and just trying to work through those things a bit versus, you know, any weights or anything like that, because injury is, you can cause a lot more damage by trying to load things when you shouldn't, and by having such a mass in multiple areas of my body, those weights play into the equation as well. So there aren't any, or I haven't found a real obese focused physical trainer or somebody who has worked with excessive obesity people with real long-term longevity and injury-free workouts. I, you know, have watched probably half the YouTube videos that you guys have watched on exercise programs and exercise programs for fat guys, or sorry, I refer to myself as that, but for obese people. One I was watching the other day and I thought about putting together, clipping his video and showing it. He's taking a kettlebell in front of him saying these are 3 of the exercises you must do if you are overweight. And he takes this kettlebell to hold in front of a person and he refers to the obesity as a weight on your shoulder. The problem is, genius, it shows that you have no freaking clue of exercising an overweight person, because we already have a mass in front of us and this mass is pulling on our spine, especially the lower back. So you have this big old belly in front of your spine and it pulls that weight that way. Anybody ever feel that? If you're overweight, you do. You feel that belly pulling. And if your chest is weighted, or both, it's not just on your shoulders. You cannot put extended weight in front of an obese person and tell them to work and not think that their back is now under more strain, which is already in pain, that they're probably trying to fix. You're damaging more. You're an idiot. You shouldn't be trying to exercise overweight people. That would work for somebody who is of normal standard or isn't obese, but don't tell overweight people to exercise like that. Just stop it. Just stop. Anyways, that's my rant. That's a problem that we all struggle with, is we look for people to help us lose weight. We look for information and stuff, and it's not out there. And that's why this channel exists, is so hopefully as I get into shape and as you get to see this progress of how long I'm getting to before I actually start much exercising. I'm on the rowing machine, very, very low impact, can be paced at a very low or fast speed and very quickly and easily. You don't have to, you know, worry about blowing a knee out or things like that. It's motion and just getting things moving. Free or no weight exercises for an obese person is perfectly fine. You don't have to have weight. You have your weight with you. You can use it, you know, in ways if you want. Long enough rant, long enough video. Thank you everyone so much for your comments and everything. Everything's really going good. I'm, you know, liking the progress where I'm at. This past however many hours of fasting, no AFib. I've changed a few things. I am just on distilled water. I haven't taken any salt or minerals since Friday. So that one there is probably going to change soon. I don't know. I'm just going by how I feel a little bit. And I really wanted to try to get as clean as I could for as long as I could and just keep pushing that and just keep extending that. You know, oh, one more great thing. I forgot about this one. So last night I went to bed at 359 pounds. Been sticking there solid as could be. This morning I woke up, I got out of bed at 353. Somehow, I lost 6 pounds overnight. I was up using the restroom 3 times, and I know we sweat some off and stuff, but I've measured my weight enough. That's the first time ever that I've lost that kind of weight in that period. And I know, well, I shouldn't be dehydrated. I'm drinking over a gallon of water every day, to the point where sometimes it's just like another glass of water. But I know I need it, and I don't want to go into AFib or anything else. So the water, you got to stay hydrated and you got to sleep well. Sleeping well, it's long enough. Thanks again. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you so much for the support. You guys are awesome. If you made it this far, you're a champion. And let's go.